that's it. This is Nigeria right now. Action. Hello out there. This is Nigeria right now with Dixon Irebu. It is Christmas Eve, okay? And so we say from this end, Merry Christmas, and remember, Christ is the reason for the season. We wish you and your family the very best of this season. Okay, so today our guest is Chief Kefas Ropshik. He is popularly known as KEFIANO. He will join me shortly. We have invaded your place.
We came out everywhere, am I saying?
That's so. Please sit down on the hot seat.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
You're very safe.
Thank you.
It's 50 years, and that's why I said to come and look for you. 50 years on planet Earth.
Thank you.
Has it been? Congratulations and happy birthday.
Thank you, my brother. Anyway, I still feel in me as if I'm looking in my 20s. Anyway, nothing has really changed.
Age is just a number.
Yeah, sure.
So
as far as I'm concerned. But whether you like it or not, physically and somehow you'll be changing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But the mindset still remains the same. Maybe just waxing stronger, and all of that.
And projecting to greater things.
Of course, yes, by the grace of God. So you're very much welcome.
Thank you. So how has Nigeria been treating you? How has it treated you thus far? How will you describe your journey as a Nigerian, and also as an entrepreneur in Nigeria?
I want to believe strongly that if you're here to celebrate me, that means Nigeria have treated me fairly and very good. And probably because of my resilience, a lot of ups and downs, but of course, with determination, focus, we've been able to maneuver our ways positively anyway, to be where we are today. And so, Nigeria has treated me fairly, to be very fair, and that's the truth. And that is why I am who I am. Like I've always said to people, the country Nigeria is one of the places where you can strive. Though it depends on who you are, what you have put in front, what you desire to want to be, and follow it genuinely, right, with a lot of passion and sincerity of purpose. And that's the truth. And so that has been my story and my journey, and that is where I've gone to. I mean, I've been to where I am today. But trust me, it's been a lot of ups and downs. The country is not easy to survive.
It's not easy anywhere.
But of course, with good people around you, like I said, you're definitely going to succeed.
It is Christmas. It would be right that I discuss some things that will inspire our viewers out there. The mission is to stir patriotism, especially amongst the populace. So the intention is so that your humble beginning can also inspire someone out there, and then also possibly capture what possibly could be your Nigerian dream. Do you have a Nigerian dream?
My story has been very interesting. I came from one of the most poorest homes you can think of. I'm always proud to say this because I want to believe strongly that my background has helped shape me to be who I am today. Because knowing the story of Nigeria and other family that me and you have perceived to be one of the most admired family growing up, at the end of the day, their children end up not to be what
they expected them.
We expected them to be. The desire for me to grow and become something better is the reason why I strive, I push, and I keep striving to be a better person. And that background is the reason again why I have a dream for Nigeria, because I believe strongly with all that we have, Nigeria should be a place for all. Nigeria should be a place where everybody should strive positively, because, quote and unquote, the natural resources and gifts that God has placed in this country, trust me. But I think one of the major problems we have is the leadership to harness those potentials into wealth creation for the people. And coming from a private sector background, because the private sector has made me who I am,
Of course.
not any other thing. And so I believe strongly that Nigeria is a country of opportunities for a lot of people. Now, like I said, I come from a very poor family background. And in those days, I used to wake up in the morning, early in the morning, to go to farm. Funny enough, sugarcane farm, one of the most difficult things to do. Go there in the morning, from there, go to my primary school, like that. I did that for so many years with my father because my father was a policeman and at the same time a pastor. You know, but everybody knows my father more of a pastor than a policeman because he wasn't really doing the police work. He was just doing evangelism and gospel.
As a policeman?
As a policeman.
Nigerian policeman.
110%, you know, and he was given a space because of what he believed in at that period.
Yeah.
And, you know, that helped shape me seriously. And that's the reason why in everything that I do, business, lifestyle, one thing that keeps me moving and shape my mentality is the fear of God, and trust me. And in everything that you do, once you have the fear of God, you're good to go.
Yeah.
That helps bring you all together and put a lot of what you're trying to achieve in this life come to reality. Because once you have a fear of God, you will not think of hurting or harming anybody, right?
Yeah.
And so, truthfully, that background, I am very proud of it because probably if I've come from one of the richest homes, maybe I won't be who I am today. I said maybe, you know, because it's not everybody that does not end up doing well from the rich home. Right? But we're just talking about on the average. We all know what the story is.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
Like I said again, my story has been a very inspiring one. I'm a very dogged fighter in trying to achieve a lot in life. A lot of people in Abuja here, Nigeria knows me. I've come a long way.
Yeah, you have.
And
you have. No
in
doubt.
my journey, as I am progressing and I'm growing up, I equally was carrying a lot of people along because of my background. And I know a lot of people too just need that little push to get to where they need to get to.
So let's bring it. Since you're discussing the people you possibly would have helped, you have a foundation you run. And this festive period, what have you put in place for a lot of people out there, particularly the state where you come from? There are a lot of people in the IDPs and all of that. And I also understand you're delving into politics. Okay, so it would be right to understand some of the things you are putting in place in that direction.
Anyway,
is your foundation doing something? Are there activities to celebrate your 50th that are in place?
My 50th journey in life has been about people. And that's the truth. And for anybody that knows me knows my life is revolved around people. And so I have been doing humanitarian activities for over 20 years. Right from when God has started blessing me, all that I think of is how to make impact in people's life. On the plateau today is not about this Christmas, it's about what I have been doing for like 17 years exactly on the plateau.
Consistently?
Consistently. There's no time that I've ever failed in doing that. So far, I have over 2,500 widows that have been under my social welfare scheme that I've been doing. I've done a lot of prison visits. I have released nothing less than 147 prisoners.
You've released or you have helped facilitate?
I have released, helped facilitate their release. That's by paying their fines, doing other things, right? To make sure that...
I wanted it clear because you're not governor. So
no, I'm not, of course.
But you can help facilitate with your network and all that.
Not network, like I said, help paid their fines because a lot of people, and that's where the issue is. And I think it's another discussion for another day. A lot of people languish in prison just because of some peanuts that are meant to be paid after judgment, which is called fine, right? And I have paid fine as low as 30-something thousand naira for some people that have been in prison.
30-something thousand naira?
Yes, that have been in prison for over 2 years.
Wow.
And so...
For 30-something thousand naira?
Yeah, sure. And that's where the issue is, and that's where the problem is. Now, a lot of the criminality that we have today, whether you like it or not, is part of the negligence, right? From government and lot of the flaws in our justice system, as far as I'm concerned. Now, you can imagine somebody going to prison for 1-2 years or more because of a fine of 30,000-40,000 naira. And a lot of some of the issues are just menial issues, right? And then I frown at it because our prison is not really the correctional center
that it should be.
Or as it's portrayed. Now, a lot of our prisons, don't have nothing to correct.
Rather criminalizes even innocent people.
110%, because a lot of these people go there, you see them getting involved with people that have been condemned for
Hardened
murder,
criminals, yeah.
hardened criminals and all of that.
Terrorists and
Now-
all of them.
Now, imagine yourself being in that situation.
No, I won't imagine
right?
myself being
Just
in that
imagine,
situation.
like I
Someone
said,
being in
not
that
you,
situation.
whatever it is, but you understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
No, imagine myself being
No,
in that
not you
situation.
either. Imagine someone being there.
Of course, regardless, I'm just trying to say.
I get your point.
set
I
the
get your
narrative,
point. I get your point.
Now, imagine myself being in that situation, right? And every day I wake up in the morning, I see someone that has been condemned for one serious criminal issues, and we are in the same place.
Mingling,
right?
associating,
Mingling,
talking with each
associating.
other.
And you know, most of these criminals, all they do is to recruit more of people to get involved in what they do.
True.
And now, the mindset is, oh, what have I done for me to be in this place? You understand? And then someone is able to convince me to get involved in what he or she has done or is doing. All right? Then,
Because there's no hope.
a lot of them come out to give the society and the environment what they feel is being given to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I am really taken aback, because if you go and look at the budgetary provision for feeding that person that has been fined 30,000 naira every year, please, what are you going to come out with? So at the end of the day, why is the person there? And that is why, again, most of these flaws, I give the blame to most of the governors and the executive that are meant to once in a while go through the prison service, look at people like that, and give them pardon.
So you're doing a lot in that direction this time.
110%. Outside that, again, I have orphanage home. I have kids that I've adopted. You understand? Especially based on the crisis on the plateau. Most of them, which both parents have been killed.
Okay, we'll come back. Sorry, I just stopped you there.
Yeah, that's
we'll
fine.
come back, and then we'll engage further in the direction that I asked earlier, especially the political angle, because it's key that we, mention that. We will be right back. This is Nigeria Right Now. We'll take a break, and our guest is still right here.
Nigeria Right Now with Dixon Irebu is a fantastic program. I applaud it. Very professional. I look forward to this program transforming into a full-blown television station that will interact with all and sundry, and also be a source of learning, dissemination of information to the general public, pointing out the positive aspect, and also those areas that need to be corrected within our society, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So Dixon Irebu and his team, I encourage you to continue on this project, and I'm sure that in the next couple of years, we will gather together to tell the story of how you started.
Welcome right back. This is still Nigeria Right Now with Dixon Irebu. And my guest is still here, Chief Kefas Ropshik. He is the Chief Executive Officer, KEFIANO Motors. Chief, you see, the point is that, like I said 50, okay, why not celebrate a great friend and also use his story to inspire, possibly, young people out there who may probably have given up on one thing or the other, either from their background or whatever experience they've had and all that. And that's why we came here. But I want to touch on the aspect that has to do with politics, because you have stated clearly here, and it's agreeable, that most of the challenges we have has to do with leadership. So politically, what is it we're hearing about your intention to join the contest in your state?
I've aspired to be governor before.
Okay.
My involvement in humanitarian activities gave me the drive to want to go into politics. Yes, because I have seen lots and lots of loopholes based on the kind of things that I've done. I have a foundation, and my foundation have so far gone around in doing free medical treatment that I've treated way over 87,000 people.
Wow.
In my foundation.
Wow.
I have done comprehensive surgeries for over 4,000 people. Like I said, I have done prison visits. I have done a lot, and I have a creative hub that trained the younger generation in different aspects of making a future, all right?
For themselves.
Yeah, for themselves. Because whether I would like it or not, the area of working for government, getting involved in all of that is gradually fading away because of the invent of technology. Now, you know, AI taking the space of job for people and all of that. So my mentality is teaching people
How to fish and not
that's the
giving them
truth.
fish.
No, not at all. And that's the truth, because I am a testimony to that. I don't encourage anybody
To live a beggarly life.
to, yes, do you understand? As
Yes.
far as I'm concerned,
Yes.
you captured it rightly, because as far as I'm concerned, everybody is striving for white collar job is a beggar, because you wait for something to be given to you at the end of the month. But then there are a lot of opportunities around you, right, in the private sector that you can earn a living from. That has pushed me to do a lot, you know. And like I said, my involvement over the years in trying to assist people have made me to understand that I have limited finance to do that. And the only way I can push further in changing people's life is when I get involved in governance. And that is the drive that pushed me into politics.
Oh, great. So you're running for what office particularly? And do you mind mentioning the political party?
The thing is this, right? Like, you know, last election in 2003, I ran for the governorship of Plateau State. I didn't win. I came second in the primaries.
That's under which party now?
Under PDP, the People's Democratic Party.
Are you still a member of the PDP?
110%, because I believe strongly that the PDP, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is the only party that have organic structure and followership as far as Nigeria is concerned.
But there's this story about your governor, you know, leaving the PDP.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, he has left, but you know,
he has left.
Politics is about personal opinion and reason. His reason
It's about interest.
His reason for leaving, probably his interest, right? I don't know what his interest is, but I think that is the reason why he's leaving. I don't want to.
And you're not going with him?
I can't go with him. I have my reasons, because I don't just jump into boats like that. I need to read and see what is going to sink me or make me, be a better person. And trust me, I don't do things for financial reasons. I do things according to my belief, my principle, and my conscience.
Your conviction.
Yes, and my conviction mostly too. And so, sincerely, I'm not carried away with the event of things for everybody jumping and running into the ruling party today. You know, I have my principles, and I have my belief, and I have my conviction. My governor probably have his reason for going to APC. I don't share in the same reason with him, because like I said again, politics should be about the people. And that's where the peculiarity comes in environment and politics. And I believe strongly that the people of Plateau still believe strongly in PDP, because that's the organic party that have been driving Plateau State. It's not a made story, it's what everybody in Nigeria knows and should know. That PDP itself started from Plateau State, but that's not the reason why I'm still there. If my people, right, are still there believing in the party, why should I move? Like I said, I'm not condemning the governor for going to APC. He knows his reason.
And you're not going with him?
No, I'm not going with him.
Even with maybe inducements or possible contracts and stuff like that?
There's no inducement that will make me, trust me, and that's the truth. And I want to hear categorically that if I was going to go to APC, I wouldn't have gone because of him. The national chairman of APC today is my elder brother from the same place. Do you understand? I would have gone because of him. But I'm a man of principle that they all know. I have my own mindset. So I don't just follow things blindly, and that's the truth.
Okay.
Having said that, it doesn't, again, stop me from believing in some things that might even make me, right, at the national politics, support, right, positively some of the things that I know is positive about this particular government. And again, probably because of the various appointment, juicy appointment from Plateau.
That has come to your state.
That has come to my state. So I have some kind of soft spots, right,
Yes,
for the president, and I might do some things to support, but it doesn't mean that I have to be in that party.
So are you one of those that probably the FCT minister may want to work with? FCT minister insists that he's still a member of the PDP and that he will stay in the PDP and work for the APC?
I don't think he's a member of the APC. I don't think so, because you
No, he said he's still a member of the PDP.
Forget about what he said. I know, we all know what he said, but I believe strongly that if I'm a member of a family, I shouldn't do anything that will destroy the family.
No, I'm just saying by the comment you just made now that you could still be in the party and support the ruling party at the center.
But it doesn't mean that I have to destroy my party because I want to support the party in the center. And that's the truth. And that is where I differ from him. Now, I admire the FCT minister because of his doggedness in terms of project and the way he he carries on his activities. Trust me, I'm one of his fans about that. But one thing that I can never agree with is
his style of politics.
It's his style of politics. Count me out 110%. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in destroying the home that made me, whether anybody likes it or not. I'm one of the people that frown at people talking about the FCT minister being one of the major pillars and sponsor of PDP. Whether you like it or not.
But you can't take that away.
Whether you like it or not, again, before he does that, the PDP made him who he is. That's the truth.
So
going by his story and his trajectory in politics, PDP made the FCT minister who he is.
So giving back to the platform that made him shouldn't be
I don't
so
think
much of a big deal.
110%.
Yeah.
But destroying what made him is the big deal, and that's where I differ. And that's the truth.
Okay.
And you see, my major problem about that is this, and I hope he listens to some of us, because, you know, he has his mindset and the way he reasons. But sincerely, killing a political party that a lot of people believe in, right? Killing a political party that people want to aspire to become something in the future.
Like they have.
Killing it like he has. I don't think it's the right thing to do. All of us cannot be under one party.
Yes.
Because, I mean, political parties are vehicles for people to drive a process to venture to who they want to become.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Yes.
And so, what he is doing is destroying a lot of people's future. And that is why I don't share in the same.
So you're comfortable with the expulsion of himself and the 10 others from your party?
Now, I think if we want to go by that, it might be a shared feelings. If I am in the position, right, of the last chairman of the party, probably I would have expelled him a long time ago.
But your constitution, how does that allow you to do that? Because your constitution only provides for the convention to, you know, usurp such opportunity.
Yeah, but the constitution again provides clearly that once you are doing glaringly
anti-party
activities, you can be suspended. And that's the truth. Do you understand?
But the convention is empowered to expel.
Yeah, 110%.
And here we're talking about expulsion, not suspension.
But I would say that again, I believe again strongly that in principle too, discussion can be made, come to an agreement, right, without expulsion and suspension or whatever it is.
So you're leaving a window open for them to possibly renegotiate their membership?
Yeah, but it depends of his own mindset and the kind of things that he wants to do genuinely. Because the story out there is that he said that a presidential candidate should not be featured in PDP. I don't think that's
for 2027. That PDP should not produce a presidential candidate.
Reality, because I want to believe strongly again that from the activities that has been going on, they have succeeded in weakening the party. And for me, any candidate that's going to come out might not be a serious challenge to the present government. And so, why can't they allow the party to strive? But the general impression for me here is a lot of people have a future in PDP and do not destroy and kill their future, because you have been part of that same dream that have made you who you are today.
Yes. As we conclude quickly, two things. I'd like to know your view about the government at the center. Are there things that you think they can do right, that they are not doing right? Are there things they can improve on that you may want to suggest? And then secondly, what chances do you think your party has in 2027? And do you have a possible preferred choice candidate?
This present government, I agree a lot on some things and I disagree a lot on some things, right? There are a lot of policies that I think the president is getting right.
Like which one?
Like the removal of subsidy and all of that. I feel genuinely that the country is being sucked and drained in a very long while by some little group of people, right, that benefit a lot from the subsidy. So the removal of subsidy needs someone that has the genuine political will to be able to achieve.
But how has that improved? The removal, how has it improved
the lives of the Nigerian people? Now I am going somewhere, and that is what I'm trying to talk about, right? I feel again strongly that the process of the removal of the subsidy was wrong, because the president's words carried a lot of weight. The day it was announced, I feel it was a wrong timing. I feel a lot of cushion effect would have been put on ground, done before the removal of subsidy. That is my opinion. But the removal, is it what Nigeria needs? 110%. But again, I still believe again that after the removal, what genuinely, right, is being used with the proceeds that has been saved is where the problem is.
Exactly.
And part of the problem that we have as far as Nigeria is concerned,
it's management of those resources.
is the governors as far as Nigeria is concerned, one of the major problems we have is not really the president of the country. Trust me, it's the governors, because a lot of these funds are being given to the governors. What they do with it is where the problem is. And that's the truth. And I believe again strongly that the local government autonomy should be one of the great things that should be pushed. And I believe again, and that's one of the reasons again why I agree with the president, because he's one of the people that has been pushing, right, for the autonomy of the local government.
But the Supreme Court has ruled. If the Supreme Court has ruled on the matter, you don't need the president's executive powers. The other day he was talking to the governors, and he was telling them how he was going to use his executive powers. Oga, there's a law. Once the Supreme Court rules, it becomes law. All you need is enforce it. We don't need another executive power. So who is fooling who here?
Now, to answer that straightforwardly, I want to believe again that that's where politics come in. And I think he's playing politics with it, and that's where political will is very important. And do not blame him because of the nature of the country. A lot of people, if he enforced that now, right, I think the governor will go against him, and probably he wants a second tenure. You see, the way I perceive and see Tinubu, I want to believe strongly that his second tenure would not be what people think of. That's the truth.
So you see him winning the election in 2027?
PDP remains the major opposition party. But the way they have strangled PDP, except otherwise, I don't think he has a serious challenge in 2027.
Really?
I don't see
That's
that.
headline, especially coming from a PDP member.
I don't see that, to be very sincere, because now in the PDP, we don't see or we don't know exactly who is going to come out for the presidency in 2027.
We have heard names like GEJ coming. We have heard names like P2B coming. So are you saying that if GEJ were to be the candidate of the PDP, that the APC will continue? Or you're saying that P2B can win Tinubu?
That's assumption. Until they both come to PDP, then I'll have a say. But for now, with the present situation, they are not there. I am talking based on reality. Probably we'll have a chance to discuss about that if they come. But for now, I'm talking about reality on ground. And that's what I'm talking about, and that's the truth.
Thank you very much. Chief Kefas Ropshik, right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I believe strongly, you asked me a question I've not answered, and I want to say this.
Yes.
That my dream for Nigeria, after my 50th, is that every Nigerian, trust me, it's not a joke, right? Every Nigerian, if the government can harness all the potentials that we have, Nigeria is going to be a better place for everybody. And I urge President Tinubu, God has blessed him in every ramification of life. I want to believe strongly, some of us believe that he's not there for money because he has made all the money that he needs to make before becoming a president. He should think of Nigeria. He should think of something that Nigerians can remember him with after he has lived. Let him identify something that will change the narrative and change the livelihood of Nigerians.
Thank you.
Because politics should be about the people and not personal self.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Chief Kefas Ropshik is the CEO of KEFIANO Motors. Happy birthday once again. That is my mission here. He is my friend, and I cannot, on this platform, deny that. I thought, okay, it's Christmas. Why not celebrate a great man who has, through the ranks, grown to become what he has become at 50. And that is what we have come to engage him on. Of course, you've heard. A burning passion, a desire to see a greater nation. And that is what we push on this platform. You know, I always remind you that part of the anthem that says that we may build a nation where no man is oppressed. I see you probably next year, God willing. 2026, wishing you all the best.